For 2 straight seasons, Mike Tomlin has made it to the playoffs with backup quarterbacks, Russell Wilson and Mason Rudolph. So with Joe Burrow going down, why is it that Zac Taylor has been unable to still keep the Bengals in playoff contention? Oh, I got the answer for you. It's simple. He's riding the coattails of Joe Burrow. He's benefiting off having a great quarterback. When Joe Burrow was snapping on Zac Taylor last season in spite of beating the Tennessee Titans because he was frustrated with all of the mental mistakes, the defense not being able to get a stop. You know what Zac Taylor said? Hey, bro, you need to congratulate our defense because at least they did enough to give us the win. When Joe Burrow was just frustrated about how the season went entirely, he was told to be okay with mediocrity when he was just playing in the Super Bowl 3 years ago. And now he has to be told to be okay with going 9-8, getting out to a slow start, having to carry the team and lose games. This isn't the only confrontation that Zac Taylor has had with a star player. Zac Taylor has had confrontations with Joe Burrow and Jamarr Chase. Jamarr Chase was getting on his ass during their Monday night beatdown against the Denver Broncos. These 2 confrontations obviously show that Zac Taylor has lost the Cincinnati Bengals locker room. He lost his locker room last year after Joe Burrow ripped them to him for their performance against the Titans. And with Jamarr Chase coming at him on the sidelines the way that he did, it's pretty clear that this team is no longer bought in to Zac Taylor because this team was Joe Burrow's team. And now that the heart and soul is gone, the rest of the team has no confidence. They know what it is with Jake Browning. Jake Browning may get them 3-4 more wins if Joe Burrow can't play this year. Zac Taylor was never really that good of a coach, but he was fortunate enough that he was able to have a team that had a good enough defense during Lou Anarumo's peak that they were able to get some big stops against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Las Vegas Raiders. But eventually, they lost that Super Bowl because coaching. And when you have an average, above average coach going up against an all-time great, they get exposed. And now you see what has happened to the Bengals with Joe Burrow being gone now. If Mike Tomlin can make it to the playoffs with Russell Wilson, who just got replaced by a rookie quarterback for the second time in his career now, and Mason Rudolph, why can't Zac Taylor do the same with Jake Browning, Jamarr Chase, and T. Higgins? He's supposed to be an offensive-minded coach, but yet somehow he still can't find a way to get any juice out of this offense with Joe Burrow being gone. Yeah, the Bengals have a bad offensive line, but I mean, that's on the general manager. And it's also on Zac Taylor to find a way to overcome having a bad offensive line and still win. Andy Reid could probably win a few games without Patrick Mahomes. I'm pretty sure he could find a way to still be above 500 if Mahomes had to go down for a few games or a month or two. It's all about surviving for Cincinnati, and Cincinnati can't survive. Right now, they're sinking, and they are getting eaten up alive. When this season ends, the Bengals, not only are they going to have to clean house with Zac Taylor, but they got to clean house with their entire organization. And they're going to have a serious conversation about just how committed they are to maintaining Joe Burrow's long-term health, and how committed are they to getting the most out of the prime years that Joe Burrow has left because he could end up very well going out like Andrew Luck. The coaching doesn't do him any favors when we see how this team has looked ever since he's been gone. They've only put up 13 points in the 2 games that Jake Browning has started in replace of Joe Burrow, and they're not looking for a replacement. Maybe they're just looking for the tank. Maybe they're just fed up with Zac Taylor and they're just, you know what? No, you just make do with what you have. The writing is on the wall for Zac Taylor and it's on the wall for Cincinnati, but we kind of already knew this. But with these 2 confrontations with the 2 best players on your team, not a good look.